What's up, everyone, to another episode, video this time, of the Yankees Den podcast. I'm your host, Lorenzo Scarabino. We're in a different setting right now in my room of the hotel I'm staying at in Florida right now. We're going to be going over the Yankees 7-game losing streak. They just got swept in the Bronx from the Detroit Tigers. They lost 6-2, and it was a rough series. It's been rough for the Yankees. As I mentioned, 7-game losing streak, and they are now 4 games out of first place with the Rays getting hot again. The Rays are getting hot again and going on a win streak, and we're going on a 7-game lose streak. They're running away with this 4 games. Soon it could be 6 games and then 7 games. Can't let it get to that. Gotta start winning and shaking up some games. Just putting together some wins. Now we're facing the Twins. We should be able to we always beat the Twins. If we can't beat the Twins, we have a problem. But it's at Yankee Stadium again. I'm pretty sure we're at Yankee Stadium for this series. Then we go on the road and we have one more homestand before the All-Star break against the Nationals. But let's go over a little bit of what we saw yesterday. Obviously, we know they lost 6-2, but Warren looked better. Will Warren didn't pitch bad. He had no walks, right? He had 7 strikeouts. He went 5 and a third. He only gave up 2 runs. They were earned, but only 2 runs. He limited the damage. That's what we would like to see from Will Warren. I still think that they should trade him, and he's a good trade chip to use, and you could get some out of him because he has years of control and he's made a lot of progression from last year. So if he progresses every year, I think he could be really good. I still just don't trust him yet. I still think you can move him and package him with a bunch of pieces and prospects to get a catcher or relievers or maybe a starter like a Sandy or Joe Ryan, or if you make the big splash for a schoolboy, like Michael King was the headline of a Soto trade. I don't necessarily think Will Warren would be the headline, but you put them all together, you could send them out and get in a schoolboy or something like that along those lines. It would be, you could get a good asset for him, is what I'm trying to say. But he looks sharp. That's what we need him to do. You know, this rotation is it's weird because we have a very good rotation and we had a phenomenal, it looked unhittable at the beginning of the year. But listen, let's let's debrief this rotation real quick. Cam Schlittler, he's still young. This is his second season. Last year he didn't have a full season. He's gonna hit his limit, his innings limit, right? Max Fried is injured, so he's going to come back. Hopefully, he's fine, but he hasn't proven anything in the playoffs. Garrett Cole is coming back from injury, so how many innings is he going to give you? And is he going to be reliable and get back to Garrett Cole for the playoffs? Rodon, he's pretty. I think he's honestly pretty reliable, except for if he gets injured again. Right? He was injured. He's coming back from injury, so he's still getting back into it. He's looked good. His how many ever starts the first 2 starts didn't look so good, but since then, he's looked pretty good, like a great 3, 4 if you wanna put him in a 5. And let's go to Will Warren. He's at 88 in the third innings, and his innings mark is 94. So he's getting close to his innings. So there's a lot of things, a lot of variables that could play into this rotation getting better, unfolding quickly, as we've seen in the 7-game losing streak. They've been giving up a lot of runs. Cam Schluter's been getting hit. It hasn't looked as dominant and sharp, but arguably in the Red Sox series, he shouldn't have even lost that game. But he still get tagged up, and the ball that was hit that was counted as an error on Rosario was smoked. So he's getting hit harder. But let's move on. Doval looked good until he didn't look good. How does he get to 2 outs? You're in the extras. 1, I don't know where Tim Hill has been. Did Aaron Boone just forget about Tim Hill? But Doval has 2 outs, right? In the 10th inning with 2 on. How do you get 3 straight uncompetitive at bats from him? How is he walking runs in? He has a base open. Three gets to a 3-2 count on competitive pitch. You throw 101. You throw a 98-mile-an-hour sinker in the dirt. Then you walk in and run with a sinker in the dirt as well, below the zone. Then you give up a single, and the floodgates open up 6-2, and they start scoring. That can't happen with 2 outs in a close game like that, at home especially. It's ridiculous how he has 100 in his back pocket, and that's how he's pitching, and people hit him, and he doesn't locate. He throws gas, got electric stuff, but he has 0 idea where the ball is going. He throws it, and wherever the ball is, he surprised himself. It's ridiculous. Bellinger is still struggling. It was good to see Ben Rice get another hit, go 1 for 3, and get 2 walks as well. I like that discipline. The team did yesterday have food poisoning per Aaron Boone, so some of the players weren't available. So we had Cabby in center field, which was very poor. Cabby needs to be the shortstop. McMahon's at third base. Jazz should be your second baseman. You're gonna have to deal with him if you don't trade him and get someone like a Rise, which I would. But him at second and first base should be Rice or honestly Goldie, and one of Goldie and Rice should be the DH, even with Stanton, because Goldie's a better fielder, so you would want the better fielder in October. But let's just say Ben Rice is going to be your first baseman, and Stanton or Goldie's your DH. That's how your infield and DH line up, and then hopefully you have a new catcher. That's good fielders because Jazz is still valuable on defense. Even though I don't like his offense and his approach, still valuable on defense, still has a good glove. You have to forget about the offense. I'm done with the offense. Put out the best defensive team. The offense will get it done. Put out the best defensive team with guys like Max Fried, Garrett Cole, uh, Rodon, even maybe. Cam Schlitter sometimes getting the double play ball. You need guys that can field in your infield to get the double plays and be sure handed in the field. But going along, back to Doval, going along and off of that, saying that the inning before, you could argue we should have never even got to that point. Because the bottom of the ninth inning, we get to it's the bottom of the ninth and then the 11th or the 10th, right? So the bottom of the ninth, we're down 2-0. Then we rally back to tie the game. Rosario hits the home run and we rally back. Then we have a situation. We have the runner on second base and Caballero bunts. He sack bunts. He gets out at first base. The guy gets to third base with 1 out. And you can walk it off and win the game with a tie game. What is Aaron Boone doing? Not pinch hitting for Paul Goldschmidt. You have Oswaldo, and I love Oswaldo. Amazing personality, great. But when you're talking about playing the game and who needs to be on the field, Oswaldo's been injured and he doesn't have that many at bats under his belt yet to get those at bats, in my opinion. As much as I love him, Goldschmidt, yes, he has cooled off as of late, but Goldschmidt is a veteran bat. I say this time and time again. He has great situational awareness. Why wasn't he pinch hit for? You want to know why? Boone says, "Oh, well, because then we would have to play him at second or third. Where are we going to put him into?" I don't understand how we had Ben Rice as an option at catcher last year, but this year it's non-existent. It's like not a part of his game. He came up as a catcher, but now they moved him to first base, so now he can't catch at all. You should pinch hit for Goldschmidt, and you know what? If you pinch it for Goldschmidt and he gets the job done, you don't even have to worry about that. And if he doesn't, why don't you move Rice, kick Wells out of catcher, stop caring about people's feelings, or Ali Sanchez? I don't care who's behind the dish. You put Ben Rice there and you put Goldschmidt at first. I mean, why not do that? Ben Rice has the capability to play and go behind the the plate and play catcher for a couple innings if he has to, if we need him to. I really don't understand that. I really don't. Because that could have been the game right there, and it should have been. We should have won that game because we came back. But The offense still hasn't broken out. It's still been slow, still been slumping. Bellinger still hasn't done anything. Can't happen when guys like Judge and Stanton are going to be out a while. Now we want Ryan McMahon and Trent Grisham. Trent Grisham was doing good. We want Ryan McMahon, and I love Ryan McMahon. I've always liked him, and I've said it at the beginning of my show when I first started this podcast. But what is Yankees Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it? What does the Yankees Nation say? That he's not a good bat and stuff. But then they're all complaining like, we need McMahon back at third base. Well, yeah, I told you so. Maybe he's not the best or offensive guy, but he's sure-handed defensively, and he'll give you some output offensively time to time again. He'll come through. He's come through in the clutch sometimes. And that's what we need right now. We need a little spark, so hopefully we get them back. McMahon wasn't able to participate in his rehab game yesterday. Trent Grisham did. He got a double. He smoked it. I think he had a pretty good game offensively, but McMahon wasn't because he had the food poisoning. But getting on, Giovanni Cruz, we have some updates. Giovanni Cruz got optioned back down to AAA. For why? Doval and Bird are still on this team, are still on the major league roster. They're still active. Why is he getting sent down after he pitched good? Now he can't come back until July 16th or something like that. And then the trade deadline is August 3rd. I really don't understand that at all. Are they going to trade him? He makes the bullpen better, but you're going to trade him? I don't understand that. Hopefully they don't trade him, but I think they may. Now, getting into our injury report, I'll pop it up on the screen. Brought to you by our sponsor of today's video, Richards Painting in Barnegat, New Jersey. Their number is displayed on the screen, 609-698-0204. Great reviews. Give them a call. If you need painting done, give them a call. Great people to work with. That is their stuff right there. You can search up Richards Painting, Barnegat, New Jersey. No spaces, no caps on Instagram, and they have their number there as well. But getting into our injury report, Legrand, this just recently came out. Carlos Legrand is on the 7-day injured list. He's getting an MRI tomorrow. He has a shoulder problem, shoulder injury. That is not good. Not what you want to hear, especially that he could join the big league roster and help the pen, or to trade him. Now his trade value has decreased a ton, but I would want him in the pen. And if he's going to be injured a while, that's not ideal at all. Now that's another option. Now you have to go get another arm. Get 2 to 3 arms, 2 minimum. But Judge, we're hearing probably end of August, early September. I think that's what we're looking at. He's officially outside of any range to get awards. Like his at bats wouldn't be enough. But that's sad because one back-to-back MVPs, would like to see him win another, but we're worried about championships at this point. And Buster only said Stanton is probably 6 weeks away. I thought he was close, gonna face hitters, but 6 weeks? Oh boy. Hopefully Goldschmidt starts hitting again soon. But listen, we have McMahon coming back. We have Grisham. Hopefully this month we have Fried. The end of the month, early August, we have Stanton coming back. Then we have Clark Schmidt coming back, hopefully mid-August. Then you have Judge going to come back. Guys are going to start coming back little by little. Hopefully nobody else gets injured. But if you get these major guys back and you make moves at the deadline, you will be fine. All I ask is, Brian Cashman, do not throw away and punt this deadline like 2023. This team is better. Don't give up on them. Don't lose hope. You can still win the AL East and go to the World Series with a weak AL. Now, tomorrow matchup, to wrap it up, tomorrow's matchup, first game of 3 in the Bronx against the Twins, who they always kill. So hopefully they win. If they don't win and they lose the series, are you getting more worried then? Comment that below. Do you get more worried if they lose this series? But Cole versus Mike Paredes, I think his name is. I have never heard of this guy before, but I guess he's a pitcher for the Twins. So we got Cole versus Paredes tomorrow. Paredes has a 4.26. He's only 0-1, so I don't know if he's only had one start, two starts, I don't know. Garrett Cole's 2-3 with a 4.06 ERA. Would like to see him get back on track. Would like to see that control there a little bit, swing and miss stuff, getting ground balls, and limiting the damage. It's at 7:05. It will be on Yes. That is all I have for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share the video, comment down below what you're on a scale of 1 to 10, how worried you are about this Yankees team right now. Hopefully, they could get back on track and win tomorrow. Come out swinging early. I want to see the offense breakthrough. We will have Trent Grisham tomorrow. I don't know about Ryan McMahon because he didn't have his rehab game because of the food poisoning, like I said. But hopefully Trent Grisham we see in there. Hopefully the offense get back to what it was, and Grisham gets back to what he was doing. But that's all I have. That's it for your host, Lorenzo Scarabino, and the Yankees Den podcast. As always, let's go Yankees.